I've had feelings that I've never experienced in my life. I've had feelings of immense sadness. My father died, and I can't say I understand the circumstances under which he died, but it just felt like I prayed, I believed, and I didn't receive. Today is the 31st of December 2021, so it's the last day of the year, and this video is long overdue because to me personally, a lot has happened to me this year, but I've just never showed it online. Or if you follow me on Instagram, you might have had an idea of what happened this year, but I never on YouTube fully came to say, oh, this is the life update, this is what is happening. So I'm just going to take you through the year. And what I know is that this year I've had feelings that I've never experienced in my life. I've had feelings of immense sadness, deep level of sadness, deep level of grief, deep level of confusion. But it's not to say that nothing good happened this year, no. And I realized that I tend to focus on the negative, but I'm just basically saying in this video, I'm just going to basically sharing with you guys how I felt throughout this year and what happened to me this year. It's just a lot. So let me just start by saying January I was alone at home with my dad on the 1st of January, and we crossed over together. I didn't go to any church. I was in online service, and it was at home. In the morning I woke up and said Happy New Year and Happy New Year, and our relationship was has always been kind of rocky. But I think January, due to some back and forth argument, due to some circumstances, you guys, I decided to have a conversation with my dad, because I'm like, I don't think he had an idea of like why our relationship was rocky. He just didn't understand why. And so I sat him down. I actually have the voice note. I sat him down. I told him how I was feeling. I told him everything basically, and yeah. Okay, and I told him, and for the first time my dad did not even argue. He just simply apologized. He was so sorry. He said he was so sorry, blah blah blah, and he really was making amends, and I was willing to okay, you know what, let's just be good. So let's say around January, early January, I heard the news of my friend's father dying, and I was just like, wow, it was so sudden to me. That was the first hit of like sadness for me this year, because I was so devastated. I couldn't even. I went to my sister crying. I was so sad. And on that end, I knew my father was sick. He had been sick in 2019. He got better. I think it was 2019 or 20. Sorry, he had been sick in 2020. He got better, but he was still looking not like his usual self before he fell sick. But it was still really okay. It was really, really okay when we had that conversation. And I was just like, okay, my friend's father died. I was so sad. I tried to be there for her as best as I could. Then fast forward to, let's say, May, my dad was hospitalized, and I didn't even realize how serious it was, because I was working, so I was not even at home. I had moved out of the house. I'd been at my sister's house, and I didn't even know how sick he was. So I couldn't see him. I was only talking to him sometimes, not even regularly, just talk to him. Sometimes he will call me, I'll call him, just check up on each other, because my dad never called before. So after that conversation, he was making an effort, so he was calling more regularly. And before I got my job, he was particular about my job. He was helping out. He was really trying. I could tell that he was trying. So let's just fast forward to 25th of May. My father died 25th of May. That was 2 days to my birthday. My birthday is on 20th of May. So he died, and Anyways, I had a job, like a job exam on 27th. So I heard the news on 26th of May, and I had an exam 27th of May with a company that I kept on thinking to myself, this is a company my dad would want me to work in, because he was always particular about my job and he was always worried. And I was just chilling, I was just applying, but you know, and then I was already working. I got my job in March, so sorry this video is all over the place, but you know. So anyways, he died, and I heard the news 26th. I was even preparing to go to work, and I heard the news very early in the morning, and whew, that wasn't easy to take in. But guys, I went to write the exam the next day after he died. You can imagine how hard that was for me, because I was working. So what I usually do was I would read overnight, you know, prepare for the exam. And yes, so I went for the exam. I wrote the exam. I came back home. My birthday was the next day. I don't think anybody even remembered that birthday. My sister remembered. She got me a gift. But apart from that, friends, I don't really have a lot of friends, by the way. But like, nobody even remembered. And I didn't even really tell anybody my father had died at that point in time. So yeah, we planned the burial. We planned the burial, we did everything, and you know, we buried him on June 11th. Yeah, so it was just a really quick 2 weeks, because we didn't want to, you know, keep the body there. He was sick, he was bedridden before he died. It was a whole lot. And I can't say I understand the circumstances under which he died, but you know, it was God's will. I cried, I regretted, oh my God, I should have done this, I should have done this. Was I a good child? I should have prayed harder, fasted harder, got to see him in the hospital more. It was a whole lot. Then there was family drama surrounding the whole burial thing. And I think in that moment, I remember doing the burial, because we had like a reception just to celebrate his life. I remember sitting down looking around. I'm like, these people came for my father's burial. These people are eating my father's burial. These people came. And yeah, so I looked around. I've never felt more alone in my life. I've never felt more alone in my life. I'm a lone ranger. Like I like to do my things on myself. I've learned that act. I just like staying on my own, being on my own, in my own space, in my own room. But at that moment, I just wished I had somebody, because I've never felt alone in my life. And of course, my sister, my brother came. They were all around, but I wanted my own person, and I didn't have that period. So anyways, that was how we buried my dad. And if anybody has lost a parent, I think they will fully understand the pain you feel, the grief you feel, everything. They'll fully understand, or they can fully relate to how they might not grieve exactly how you're grieving, but they can fully understand what it means to lose a parent, and how your emotions are all over the place that period of time. You're not really getting yourself. So I remember I had to go to work again. I resumed back to work. I think I took like a week, and I resumed back to work the next day. And that was that next week, and that was so hard. I wanted to just be with family. I buried my father Friday. I went back to work on Monday. It was so hard. I remember I'm working. I go someplace and go and cry alone, think about him, think about where he is, what is happening to him now, where is he angry with me, should we have worked on, should I have been closer, less angry. I should have just anyways, let's move on from that. So that's like the elephant in the room. That's like the elephant of what happened this year. I remember going to the hospital and I look at him. I remember the first weekend I went to see him in the hospital, because I didn't have time. Monday, I used to go Sunday, Saturday and Sunday. I saw him in the room. I saw him and I was shocked. Throughout when he was sick, I didn't even cry. When I didn't cry. I couldn't cry. I would pray every day. as I'm going to work, I'm praying, God, please, my father's health, God, please. And it just felt like this man was going to die. It just felt that way. But you know, I still kept hoping, kept trusting. Anyway, I'm trying to be a big girl. I'll just do this video, just give you guys the video, bam, bam, bam. But it's not that easy. So anyways, talking about disappointments that happened this year, you know, I told you I wrote an exam after my father died. I passed the exam, I passed the first stage, passed the second stage, and when I reached the final stage, which I thought, oh my God, this was gonna happen for me, it didn't happen. Talk about disappointment, talk about a long road, and it didn't happen for me the way I thought it would happen. And I was just so, initially I was like, okay, I mean, I trust God. This was going to happen and it didn't happen. That's it. Period. It didn't happen. I had passed, and I kept talking to God, like, why did you even make me pass the exam? Why did you make me pass the first stage, second stage, which was like the hardest stages? And this relatively simple interview, what happened? What happened to my miracle? What happened? Anyway, so that happened, and I had quit my previous job, and I was you know, hoping that this one would click and I would just, you know. So anyways, that didn't happen, and you know, I went for my one month internship with Open Secrets. Hey, okay, that was a good one that happened this year. Like, I went for my internship where it was amazing. It was amazing. I was like, it was amazing. That's all I can say. It was amazing. So I had that experience to Open Secrets. I wish I could have stayed more, but you know, 1 month was all I could afford, and she gave me extra 2 weeks or so, and come on, it was an amazing experience. That's all I can just say. So also this year, I remember after my dad's burial and everything, so I have a business. I make cakes and confectionaries. So in case you don't know, now you know. Lagos, I'm your plug. So anyways, I had a business, and the name then was Brown Sugar Treats. And I woke up one day, I think I was doing my internship with Open Secrets, and the page just got taken down. All my pictures, all my work, everything just got, I sent an email to Instagram, to Facebook. They asked me to send a pin. I did everything I could to get that page back, because I had the followers then, and I had like customers from my DMs. So I lost all those contacts. I was just really sad. I said, you know what, I'm going to open another page anyways. Like, I was like, okay, you know what, let me adjust this camera first. Okay, so I was like, you know what, I'm not going to allow this to derail me. I opened another Instagram. I started building the account up again, and that page got taken down again. At this point, I was like, Instagram did not want me to have account again, or what's the problem? Anyways, I just even rested. I didn't open another one till my sister gave me like an old account she was using for one of my businesses that she closed, and I got it back again. I changed the name, started building it up again. It's still in existence now, so yeah. So that one was even just annoying, because I really tried to get that initial page back and it didn't work out. I sent the code, I sent the pin, I took pictures, proof of the business. I did everything I could do to get that page. Anyways, moving on. I tried registering my name, Brown Sugar Treats, which I love so much. The name was not available. I eventually had to register my business with another name, and anyways, that one is just easy breezy. It was just easy breezy, but the emotion I felt when that page was taken down was not even funny at all, because I was just really pained, and I was just like, why? It seemed everything was happening back to back to back to back. A lot happened. My dad died, this one, lots of opportunities, lost my job, went for an internship, did this. Yesterday, 30th of December, my uncle died. I just heard the news this morning before I even shot this video. Like, we've been through a lot, family wise, we've been through a lot this year, and we're just trying. We're just really trying. And for my mom, it's been a lot. She was with my dad throughout when he was in the hospital. It's been a lot, okay? And this one just hit me again. Fine, it was way older. I think 86. So I mean, he lived a long life. You know, would have prayed for a longer life. You know, nobody wants him to have died now. But it's just like this year again. And when I called my mom this morning, I wasn't gonna cry, but I just heard her brother, and I'm just like, a break. So just her brother, and I'm just like, I just called my mom and I heard her voice, spoke to my grandma, like my uncle's wife actually, and I'm just like, we're about to end this year, packaging our loss and move on, and this just happened like 30th of December. Also this year, my brother-in-law lost his sister. Like, I know what death feels like. I know death is real. I know, like, basically everybody knows when you die, you don't see the person again, blah blah blah. But it hits you differently when, like, my dad died. I'm like, this is someone I know, or I've known all my life. I know how he talks, I know what he eats, I know how he likes to eat, and it seems to annoy me so much. And all the things he eats, how he comes down from the staircase, how he drives, how he walks, how he talks. And this person is no more. You just see them lying in the coffin, just there, lifeless, gone. And you're wondering, where are they? You keep thinking in your mind, where did he go to? Where is he? Because the truth about death is like, it's still a mystery. You don't know. You don't know. You can only just imagine, pray that as a Christian you go to a better place, you go to heaven, and it's because you don't know. You don't know. It's the unknown. You don't know till you die. So it hits differently. My dad's death really hits differently, and I feel like people don't really understand or get it until they've lost a parent or they've had a huge loss. They can really then relate that, okay, this is really not easy. It's really not easy. Anyways, so of course good things happened this year. My niece was born this year. I got like 2 jobs this year. I mean, I got my apartment this year, and I've been dreaming of this for the longest time. I just like having my own space. I feel like I can do whatever. I can even have time to be as creative as I want to be. So that happened this year too. I mean, a lot of good things did happen this year, but I'm just saying that feeling of grief, that pain, that feeling of confusion, disappointment, I have never experienced that to this level, to this extent, but I experienced that this year. I prayed so hard. I fasted, prayed, believed, trusted. I believed so much. Like this year, I actually believed so much that I actually felt it was all going to happen, but it didn't happen. You know, the Bible says, you pray, believe, and you receive. So you have to pray, then believe, then you receive. But it just felt like I prayed, I believed, and I didn't receive. So, I mean, God's ways are not man's ways. Man proposes, man proposes, God disposes. So, I understand all that. I'm not angry with God. Just trying to, I'm just putting all my emotions out there, because this is still just a lot. I don't think anybody, maybe you're following me on Instagram or you're my subscriber on YouTube, you can really tell or know that something huge happened this year. something huge. So anyways, I think this video is just me just rambling to you guys. I don't think there's even an intro in this video. But anyways, if you watched this place, you are an OG, a boss. But the truth is that no matter what, I will still keep pushing. I will still keep trusting God, and I am believing Him for an amazing 2022. So yeah, this is me wishing you guys a happy new year in advance. And if you're watching this video in 2022, happy new year to you. And yes, in case you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, like, comment and share this video. Okay, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't worry, I have vlogs, Christmas, New Year, even our first Christmas to my dad. I got to on 24th and I started crying because the whole mood, it was just my mom, the whole mood was just nah. It was obvious. Anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video.